bias in algorithms for many of multicultural audiences that we look at from a business standpoint and from an execution perspective, our technology today doesn't help a lot because we've been using things like behavior and, say, contextual targeting for a very long time to be able to reach multicultural audiences in cyberspace. I think that having a diverse pool of talent, I think is critical. What the machine learns from the individual behind the machine is just as good as what you're going to get out of it. And so I think that sometimes having diverse thought of mind is very key to really rounding out those outputs and what you see in front of you and the data that you see in front of you, and making sure that it's fully representative of the audiences that you're seeking. Another thing is peer review. So if you don't have that diverse talent, seeking other people within perhaps your division, or maybe from other divisions or other crafts and disciplines within your organization, I think is always extremely insightful, because they may be able to pinpoint certain things that may be missing or that may be stereotypical or biased in nature that you perhaps might not have noticed. And a lot of these things actually are identified within our verified process. Part of the reason we've had a verified process at Publicis for a very long time, but we recently incorporated a multicultural component to that process to be able to ask very specific questions about what their multicultural capabilities are within their platform or within their technology. And the other thing too is, like, for example, we verify a lot of DSPs and a lot of SSP partners. And one of the things that we've been able to identify is whether or not certain DSPs, based on perhaps preferential partnerships with certain publishers, may prioritize or de-emphasize certain inventory or content from other publishers, such as, like, let's say, minority publishers that were perhaps better intended to target a specific audience that you wanted to target, but that those impressions or that inventory is really not showing up because of these algorithmic biases that exist within the DSPs. So those are just some examples that we've been able to identify with some of the partners that we work with, and then help them improve on where they need to be from a better targeting perspective.